Welcome back, everybody, for episode 4 of the all-new Honor Vodcast. This is a special episode because we weren't going to do this. We were going to leave it a week and then come back next week, but we thought we'd sneak in one extra quick episode because there was some exciting news that happened quite quickly after the end of recording of our stuff last week, which is typical, really. As ever, I am joined by my now coughing co-host Alex, who I've managed to infect virtually. He's not feeling very well. So
I'm feeling fine. I've literally just got a tickle in my throat.
Do the best. You keep fighting it psychologically, but
I'll battle through.
Also, we're going to try and not use the words good or big this week. I spent last night poring over a thesaurus, trying to find brand new positive reinforcement adjectives to try and not use the same words that we managed to fall into repeatedly last week.
I think the challenge is today to use words with an X in it.
An X?
Yeah.
Okay. Extraordinarily enough, I think we might be able to pull that one off. What happened at the end of last week, Alex?
So we had an announcement on Friday. It was late Friday as well, I think. I think it was a tweet and an Instagram post that came out late Friday, and it was the announcement of the Honor X8. So the new phone, looking at images, we've not had it in person yet, looking at the specs and everything else that's on the website. Extra elegance, extra vision.
I'm just having a quick look at the tweet now from Friday. Yeah, so the initial announcement said that pre-orders were going to start today, which is another reason why we wanted to try and get this in as soon as we could. So as of today, if you go to highhonor.com, and if you especially go to the UK site, you will see that there is reference to not only the Honor X8, but also an X7. So that kind of sneaked on in there, even though we knew the X8 was going to be pre-ordering from today. We also have the first look at another device as well. Well, so if you want to do this with us at home on your screen, on the website, you'll see the X8 and the X7, and then there's learn more on both products. But you'll also see that there is a pre-order button for the X8. Now, currently, I did check this before we started, it is listed at £219.99. What you can see is that the X8 does come in 3 colors. There's a black one, midnight, let me do this right. Midnight black, titanium silver, and ocean blue, which would be the 3 colors.
Voiceover, the ads.
Yeah. Did I not tell you that? I'm now official movie voiceover guy for all of the trailers. The silver, what's the silver? Let's take a look at the silver. The silver does have that kind of like almost crystally look to it again.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Okay. Midnight black does look like the kind of matte black. I don't know, actually. It looks matte black on the picture, but it could be shiny. Again, until we get one in the flesh, we won't be able to confirm that. But the ocean blue is that metallic-y deep blue that we've seen before that looks really cool under light. Let's have a gander at what the specs are, because this is launching, like we say, around £220 in the UK.
Touting 4 key features. The slim body, so 7.45 millimeters thin, which I think is very thin.
It's also square, isn't it? It's a flat.
Yeah, flat edges, which is nice. I quite like a flat-edged phone. 64 megapixel ultra clear quad camera, so 4 cameras, which we've seen on the back.
So the cameras on this does look different to the 50 Lite, and the 50. You've got a square formation in the top left-hand corner. Very different look to what we've seen from the other on the devices so far.
A 6 nanometer power efficient Snapdragon 680 processor.
That, of course, is the same processor that's in the 50 Lite, which is great.
22.5 watt on a supercharger. So it's still coming with a fast charger in the box. Always good to see, and always very nice for customers.
22.5, that is still pretty quick, right? I know we've been spoiled by the 66 watt in the 50 and 50 Lite, but 22.5 is still more than a lot of people, I think, get on a regular charger.
Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes of charge brings 3 hours of video playback. So plug it in for 10 minutes, you can watch a film or two.
Easy. Yeah. The battery is 4,000 milliamp hours. Milliamp hours. Milliamp hours. Milliamp hours is a really strange word, isn't it?
Milliamp hours, yeah.
Milliamp hours. Milliamp hour. Yeah. You say to people, it's a 4,000 battery, and people go, okay, that's fine.
Really.
Yeah.
177 grams it's going to weigh. So basically, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's barely anything at all, is it? I mean, the 50 and the 50 Lite were very light phones. The 50 was super light anyway.
The 50 is lighter than the 50 is lighter than the 50 Lite.
Try saying that. That's a tongue twister. I did hand someone the 50 this week, and I think he very much expected it to be a lot heavier than he was, and he nearly accidentally threw it.
175 grams is the 50.
175 for the 50, and what was the X8?
177. Ooh, so similar to the 50.
Yeah, but that is still incredibly lightweight.
192 is the 50 Lite.
That's it. Yeah. So it's going to be lighter than the 50 Lite. 7.45 millimeters wide and very light. So yeah, if you like, like you say, you like a flat-edged phone and something that's very light, that's going to tick your boxes.
Also thinner than the 50 as well. So the 50 is 7.8 millimeters. So this would be 7.45 millimeters.
Wow, that really is
But
thin.
it's very thin, actually.
Yeah, that's weird because the 50 then again, the 50's got the curved edges, hasn't it? So where it kind of curves into the edge of it, and especially with the OLED screen as well, and that rounded edge, it does feel thinner than it actually is. So the screen size is 6.7 inch. So that's bigger, isn't it? That's bigger than the 50 Lite. Marginally bigger, 6.67. Hang on, no. 6.57 was the 50, 6.67 was the 50 Lite. So yeah, it's bigger again. And the screen to body ratio is 93.6%. Yeah, the other big change to this is the camera placement on the selfie cam is in the middle, top of the middle. So it's a bit more symmetrical, and it's only a small punch out hole.
And yes, it's refresh rate as well. So 90 on the X8.
So that's going to make it even better for gaming and quick reactions. So jumping between screens. Last week I'm coughing. This week I am belching. 1.1 millimeter narrow bezel as well. So the bezel all across it, around it, apart from the bit on the bottom, is a little bit thicker. But you add that into how thin the actual device is, that screen is going to seem huge.
Yeah, it's going to look almost like you're just holding a screen.
Yeah, edge to edge. So it's 6 gig of RAM, which is the same again as what we've seen in the 50 Lite. However, this also has the 2 gig of Honor Turbo. So this gives you effectively 8 gig of RAM at the same time, but actually it's only 6 gig.
Do you know how it works, or is it just magic?
Yeah, it's magic. It actually, yeah, it's magic. It effectively runs as if it's got 8 gig of RAM, so you can run the applications quicker and easier. It's down to it's like a clever use of the processing inside it, space and bits and pieces. I don't really want to go into the ins and outs of how it does it right now, but effectively it means you're getting an 8 gig equivalent phone. So that's really good. Well, 6 gig's great.
RAM being good also just to like skip from apps to apps and like open apps that you've already opened and all that sort of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, just keeps it running fast and smooth. It allows the processor to do what it does best, and then sort of keeps more things active at the same time in the memory.
Is it dual SIM? Oh, internet access on the secondary SIM card supported. So yeah, it must be.
Yeah, so dual SIM on this as well. We were hammering on about dual SIM in the last episode about how useful it is. So this looks like I'm gonna put my teeth back in. So effectively £220. It's a decent spec device, again in a different visual format to what we've seen previously. So this might appeal to people who like a different look away from the circular lens approach on the back of the 50 Lite. The three colors look great. Quite interested to see that titanium silver in real life. See, because it looks like it does have that kind of rainbowy color effect, doesn't it? Or maybe that's just the camera pickup on.
Yeah, it does look like it. I think I've seen some other pictures kind of thing that outside of the website, and it does look like it's like a crystally color. I want a colored phone instead of a black phone, but we've both got 2 black phones.
Yeah,
I'd quite like a blue phone or a silver phone this time. Also has a headphone jack, I've just seen as well, which is always
it's got a
nice.
headphone jack as well. Yeah, obviously some people still really like the fact it's got that manual 3.5 jack on it. Of course, if you're a fan of using your Bluetooth headphones, then carry on. So there we go. That's the X8. Like we were saying at the start, the reason why we wanted to get this filmed pretty quickly was that the pre-orders start today. So if you're interested, go and have a look at the High Honor website. Of course, you'll be able to get this in other places. The other thing that then happened today is, yes, the X7. I don't want to go into too much detail on it yet because it's not actually up for pre-order. I mean, straight away, the X7 has a very interesting look, right? This looks very similar.
It does, yeah. It's got like the 50 look, isn't it, to it?
What do you think about the look of this?
I think it looks really, really nice. As I say, it looks like the 50. Yeah,
we don't know what the price of this is going to be, though, do we?
No.
It's got that dual ring approach on the back. Selfie cam on this looks like it's more akin to a dewdrop. They used to call it teardrop.
I'm going to go teardrop.
Teardrop, dewdrop. Either way, the camera is right at the top of the screen. So it's not a full cutout. It's just kind of touching the top of the bezel. And you've got, again, 90 hertz refresh rate, 22.5 watt supercharge. However, the battery on this is right up there with 5,000 milliamp hours. Milliamp. Yeah.
It's not milliamp hours.
What he says.
Yeah. At least we've not said good. Well, I've just said it now. But
why did you say that? Why did you bring that up right now?
I just said milliamp hours a lot.
Milliamp hours. Yes.
Bigger screen as well than the X8.
It is. That's even bigger again. 6.74. Same processor, Snapdragon 680, and 128 storage again. So same on both of those. The camera is 48 megapixels instead of 64. But yeah, interesting. That's a bigger phone again, but with the same design aesthetic as the 50.
Yes.
But we don't know where this is sitting price point wise, so we're not going to speculate on that or timeline as to when this is being released. But it is very interesting that this has gone up on the site on the same day as the pre-orders for the X8. So probably quite soon. Aside from that, though, that's pretty exciting. Obviously, we've spent the last couple of weeks raving about the other side of things with the Magic 4 Pro and the Magic V and getting all hyped up around that. And then this kind of sneaks in the back door and looks like it's going to be out pretty soon. So this is good for the UK market.
Yeah, definitely. I think just having more phones available, more options available, is always good to see. And obviously, you've got a phone that's 199, got a phone that's 220, and you've got obviously 349 for the 50. So we'll see where the X7 fits in that. And then obviously the Magic 4 Pro when that is released.
A full range of prices, top to bottom, is going to be much better for retail as well, where they're going to be able to have much more options. Aside from that, though, there's no other updates on anything else, is there? We've got no more updates. Nothing's flagging up about the Magic 4 Pro or the V. Nothing's changed.
No, pre-order buttons on the Magic 4 Pro just takes you to a subscribe now, so you can be the first to know, or you can subscribe to this podcast and be the first to know from us. That's probably that's better.
Yeah, I think that's a good way, and then we can keep you up to date. Nicely shoehorned in there, Alex.
I'm learning from the best.
So there you have it. If you want to see these devices for yourself, go to the High Honor website and have a look. I'm pretty sure that if you use a search engine, there's going to be lots of press articles talking about these devices, and also still a lot about the Magic 4 Pro and the Magic V. But if you have any questions for us, drop them into the comment section underneath, And until then, we will see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Bye.